Coming up next, CNN has identified the woman who allegedly helped fly migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. What we're learning now about those flights just ahead. New reporting, CNN has now identified the woman accused of helping arrange those flights of migrants from Texas all the way to Martha's Vineyard.
Her name is Perla Huerta. The New York Times reports that she is a former Army counterintelligence officer. Our Ed Lavandera joins us now with more on this. What can you tell us about not only her background, how she came to be a part of this? There are many more questions, even Ed, about whether the way that this was funded and the authority under which it was done was legal.
Right. There's so many questions still swirling around this flight that took about 50 Venezuelan migrants from San Antonio several weeks ago to Martha's Vineyard. This was a flight that was carried out without the knowledge, really, of state officials here in Texas at the behest of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. But as you mentioned, we've been able to identify what we believe is the main person on the ground there who was recruiting migrants to get on these flights to Martha's Vineyard. It's a woman by the name of Perla Huerta, as you mentioned. She served more than 20 years in the U.S. Army, was discharged back in August, and reached the level of Master Sergeant. She served in a counterintelligence unit serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. We understand, according to various people that we've spoken to, that the migrants were aware of this military background. In fact, we spoke with one migrant who was crucial in the role of helping recruit migrants to get on that flight. And this migrant told us several weeks ago that he was lured by Perla with the offers of clothing, food, and a place to stay in exchange for helping recruit other migrants and to gain the trust of other migrants to get on those flights to Florida, to Martha's Vineyard. Now, we understand that Perla is still kind of a mysterious figure at this point. We have made attempts for the last several weeks to reach her. Our phone calls to her have gone unanswered. We've knocked on her door on her home. We've tried this for weeks without any result in being able to get in touch with her. And remember also, Jim and Poppy, that there is a criminal investigation underway with the San Antonio Sheriff's Department that is trying to gather more information as to exactly how these flights came together. And they say there's a possibility of human trafficking criminal charges that could be filed in all of this. Wow. Jim and Poppy?
So many more threads, much more to come, it sounds like, Ed Lavandera. Thank you, though, for that update.
Ahead for us, new details on the woman who allegedly helped arrange those migrant flights from Texas to Martha's Vineyard.